Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we're going to be making mermaid apples, candy apples, and I'm going to show you how to apply the splatters on the apples. And to our pot we're going to add 3 cups sugar, 1 cup Karo, and a half a cup of water. And once I get that all mixed up, I'll be back to show you everything else that you need. So stay tuned. Okay, so the things that you will need for the mermaid apples will be your 2 chocolates, 1 light blue and 1 like a navy blue or whatever. That's going to be like your water effect. Okay. Then you're going to need a bowl for your sprinkles. I get this sprinkle. I follow this lady from Instagram. And she got a shop. It's called Oh So Fancy. I love every one of her mixes. Okay. And of course you're going to need your mermaid tail. I'm using the small ones because I have small apples. Okay, and then you're going to need your fondant. I get my fondant from Walmart. I also make marshmallow fondant, but to be honest, just to go and get some from Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's is easier for me at times. And then you're going to need food coloring. I get this brand by Chef Masters. I also use the one from Hobby Lobby, from Michael's, from Walmart. It just depends, but I like this brand better. And then we're going to need a knife to remove any excess fondant from this mold. So, and we're also going to need a little corn syrup. That's going to be like your glue, your binding for your sprinkles once you put them on top of your apples. And of course you're going to need some gloves, because you don't want this food coloring all over your hands. So we'll get started. I'm gonna do the mermaid tail first. Okay. You're gonna take a piece of fondant. I don't need to work with gloves because this fondant is already dyed. It's purple. I dyed this last weekend, the weekend just passed. So I'm going to take it. This is how I feel my molds. Everybody is different, but this is what works best for me. I take a piece at a time, and I got a piece of parchment paper laid out on the table. So I take a piece at a time, and I fill it in a mold like this. And I just work my way down, so that way I don't have much of the excess fondant to remove or cut off. And I just add as needed. And I make sure, you want to make sure that you get it in a really good and don't have too much excess looking out. I mean, because presentation to me is everything. I don't know about nobody else, but it is for me. So I'm just working it all the way through, making sure I have it in every crack, in every corner, and making sure I don't have any on the sides coming off. See how this piece is down here? I just want to make sure I get it in a nice and smooth. Okay, you see how it's puffy? I don't know if you can tell, but it's like puffy right here. I'm going to remove some of that. And all you do is take your knife and you just slide it through. And if it look like that your knife is sticking to it, you may want to dip it into the corn starch. I usually have it right here, but I forgot to get it out the cabinet, so. Okay. And there you have it. See? It's none out on the side. It's none going over. This way works best for me. I don't know how you do it or how you like to do it or how you've been taught. I mean, to each his own. This is what works for Pam. So, and to remove it out the mold, just do it like this. And it comes out. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to get a plastic Ziploc bag. okay? And once you finish with this, because I'm only gonna do one mermaid tail and one sprinkle mix and a splatter apple. So once you finish with your mermaid tail, you're gonna take it and you're gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. And I'm putting it in a Ziploc bag because I don't want it to dry out on me, because it's not gonna stick well to your apple. That's my experience. That's what I do. So I'll move it right here. So next we're gonna color some pink. And I'm gonna put my gloves back on for this one because I don't want that food coloring all over my hands. And y'all, please excuse my baby. She follows me wherever I go. And I just gave her some chips to stay in her room so she wouldn't be interrupting me. So we're gonna take our white fondant, and you only need a little bit. And I think I used too much for this one little piece. If you did use too much, you can always add more white fondant into this. And you're just gonna mix it up like this. Keep going till all the food coloring is incorporated into the fondant. And the same color fondant that I'm dyeing this white, the same color I'm dyeing this white fondant with, which is pink, it's the same color I'm gonna try. Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna make my apples, because once you put the rim, the lining of like the fish bowl, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, you want it to match the same color as the apple. So I'm gonna add a little piece of more white fondant to this. And you're just gonna keep doing it like this till everything is in. Okay, I'm gonna remove my gloves, put it to the side, because I don't have to worry about the food coloring getting on my hand because it's already mixed into the fondant. So this is a pink. I'm going with pink. Okay. Now that you got your fondant, and yes, I'm doing this without gloves. This is for a tutorial, and no one is going to get this but my baby. So I'm going to roll. I took a piece of the fondant, and I just rolled it as you saw him, like this. I'm gonna take an apple. I'm gonna sit the apple right here. You don't want your rim of your to be so thick, but you don't want it to be so thin also. And this is how I measure how I'm gonna put it around. Sometimes I have to do it like this because it get uneven in my hand as I'm doing it like this in my hand. So I just take it and I rub it on the parchment paper on the table like this. Y'all, please excuse my baby. It just seems like when she knows that I'm busy, she want to act up. Let me start over. Okay. I'm going to take it. I got this piece of fondant. A small piece. And my mix is on the stove cooking now. I have it on like 6, so it's not gonna burn. And I got it down packed to where I know when to jump up to get it. Okay, so we're just gonna roll it like this. And I forgot to show you what we're gonna use for the splatter. I bought the paintbrush and a little cup in here somewhere. I think I didn't then. Well, I'll show you that in a minute.
Get down.
Okay, you're just gonna continue to roll it. Okay, I think I got a nice size. Okay, then you're gonna take the apple. Nope, I gotta have some more. So I'm gonna roll on this end because this end is all even. This end is not. So I'm gonna continue to roll on this end so I get it the same width as the other end. So just continue to roll. And then see where you need to be at on the apple. Okay, so I gotta still roll because I still got a big piece. And I'm not gonna be applying the trim to this apple until it's dipped. So okay, let's see. I think we got enough. Okay. Okay, and then you're just gonna place it around the apple like this. That way you know where to cut the loose or the excess funding off. See? So I'm gonna cut right up in here. So you take it and you just like that. And then so that way when you're gonna get your after you dip your apple, you're gonna place this immediately after you dip your apples. Not while it's in your hand twirling, but I'll show you that. So, okay, that's how I want it. So then I'm gonna take this piece and I'll put it in the Ziploc bag with my mermaid tail. I don't want it to dry out, so keeping it in this bag, gonna have it, you know, still soft and flexible so I can use it. So I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm done with this, and I'm done with this. I'm done with all the fondant. And I'm also gonna be showing you how I apply my edible image to the apples. Once I dip it. So I'm gonna have that there. So I'll be back when the mix is halfway through the process. So stay tuned. Okay, my mix is slowly approaching 250. So in the meantime, I'm gonna show you what I use for the splatter apples. I use this, and I also use the one by Super Gold by Ramekin. I think I'm saying that right, but I have both of those. I just grab either or off the cabinet, and I use this old measuring. Well, it ain't old, but this is what I use for mixing, which I used this weekend for an order. So you're gonna mix. You're gonna pour a little of this in the bowl, in this cup. I mean, which is not going to be a lot because I only have one apple to show you how to do. And I'm going to mix it with this lemon extract, the great value kind from Walmart. So once the mix come up, I'll show you. I'll put it all together, and hopefully you'll have a better understanding of how to. So stay tuned. Okay, now my mix have reached 300. I'm taking it off. I have took it off the stove. I'm gonna place my white food coloring in. I'm not gonna use any flavoring in this because it's for tutorial. I mean, I'm not gonna waste any product, but I will add lemon to it. I will do that. And I'm gonna add my pink. Remember, I'm trying to get it the same color as I made the pink fondant. And I'll be back once I get this all mixed up. Okay, I brought my pot in here. It's gonna take over the camera, so I'm just gonna dip them. I'm gonna shake off any excess. And I hope these apples work well because I really didn't do the boiling method since I was doing the tutorial, which is they not because they have bubbles everywhere. And then you're gonna place it. Hold it over, then you're gonna place it. Okay. And this is when you're gonna get your fondant out. It's so ugly because it got bubbles everywhere. You're gonna take it. You're gonna put it around the apple like this. The heat from the apple is still warm, so that's why you want to apply your fondant as soon as you dip it. Then you want to sit it back down. Okay. Your mermaid tail, you're gonna do it the exact same way. And I always add a little bit of candy mix on back of the mermaid tail because this part is secure, but you want the fin part to be secure too to the stick. So you're gonna take a little of the candy mix and you're gonna apply it to the back of the mermaid fin. Be sure not to touch this because this candy mix is hot. And it's secured. Move back, that's hot. Okay, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Now that I reheated my warm my chocolate back up, I'm gonna take the edible image. And you're gonna place it on the apple. This is how I get mine to stick. I turn it and I use the palm of my hand and I just press it around in a circle like that. That way it can be smooth, no bumpy edges, no poofed out edges, like that. So just take the palm of your hand and just go around like I did, like this. Okay. Now that we have that, we're gonna take your blue chocolate. We're just gonna place it around the apple. Okay. You don't want to, don't overflow it because then it's gonna come down over the sides and you don't want that. And this is what I do. I shake it. Okay, now I'm gonna add the blue. Just little drops of blue all through the apple. Okay. Now that you have your blue in the apple, I'm gonna take a toothpick and I'm gonna just swirl it around so it can look like little waves and bring it up like this. Just mix it on in like that. You can just have it like the water is splashing up on the tail. Okay? And that's it. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how to do the sprinkle mix. You're going to take your apple. Like I said, y'all, this is not how I normally clean my apples. But I was doing a tutorial and I was trying to make it quick for you guys. So these apples are so ugly because they have a lot of bumps on them. I just ran them under hot water. Well, I actually filled my sink up with hot water and just let them sit in there for like a couple of minutes, and then I took them out and wiped them. So do not do this. How I clean my apples is I take a pot of water and I put it on the stove. Nothing else in the water. I used to put apple cider vinegar, but I don't do that anymore. I just fill it up with plain water. Let it come to a rolling ball. Dip each apple individually for 7 seconds. Remove from the water and wipe out. Everybody say you have to use a microfiber towel, but I don't. I use a kitchen towel, and it works good for me. I wipe the apple off really good. You will see the wax come off the apples on your towel. Just place it down. I let my apple sit sometimes for 3 to 4 days. It just depends. But you really need at least 24 hours to 48 hours. But there you go. Okay, you got your apple. Remember the corn syrup I said I had in here. You're going to take some of the corn syrup. You're going to put it all around the top of the apple. Like that. Wipe your hand because that corn syrup is sticky. Then you're going to get your sprinkle mix over a bowl, and you're just going to apply it like that. And just let all the excess come off. See? And then you're gonna place it. Okay? For my gold apple. Okay, 1 minute, I got to get the lemon extract. Okay, you're gonna take some. I don't need a lot because it's just one apple. See, I got a little pinch, and I think I still have a little too much. Okay. You're gonna mix some lemon extract in with it. A couple of drops. You're gonna mix it up. You don't want it to be so thick so it's like a paste or something. Okay. See how it's like that? That's what you want. Okay, and you're gonna take your apple, hold your apple. I usually do this over my sink because I mean I can easily clean up that. And you're gonna take it and you're just gonna do it like that, just splatter it all over the apple. Mine's a little too thick, so I added a little more lemon extract to it. Just gonna turn it like that, just turn as you go. Just shake your brush. You got a brush, and just shake it like that. I try to make sure every little around the apple have splatters. So, I mean, but it's totally up to you how much you want to do and how, you know. So, that's your splatter effect. Nothing major to it. I mean, it's really simple, as you can see. So, don't look at the bubbles. The bubbles are ugly. Just look at the splatters. See? That's your splatter effect. And there you have it. I mean, it wasn't nothing too hard. I mean, it was really simple. And your chocolate will get hard. So, you don't have to place it in the refrigerator. You don't have to do none of that. So, that's your mermaid. This your splatters. And this is your sprinkle mix on top. Now, I did forget to make a mermaid pen for this. But as you saw what I did for this one, is what you're also going to do for this one. Place one on top. However you would like. See, it don't come off. See? Okay. Hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Rate, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned for the next tutorial. Thank you guys. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.